LISD families, we've made it to the final week of the school year, and I couldn't be more proud of all we have accomplished this year with our focus on uniting as one LISD. I want to say thank you for your partnership and support of our schools this school year. At Monday night's board meeting, we swore in new board members, Dr. Stacy Barker and Michelle Alcatib, and appointed new board officers, Jenny Prosnick as president, Dr. Buddy Bonner as vice president, and Catherine Sells as secretary. Over 16,000 voters turned out in our community to make their voices heard in this local election, and I look forward to working with our Board of Trustees to continue to advocate for public education. If you followed my social media throughout this year, you know my commitment to be out in our community supporting our students and staff. And there is no question what makes our community so very special is that you all, our families and community members, have also taken seriously the call to support our educators as much as possible when communicating with staff members, talking on social media, or sharing your thoughts out in our community. Thank you to everyone who expressed appreciation of our staff through our Recognize Someone program. I am pleased to share that we received over 3,000 submissions in our first year of launching this opportunity. I have no doubt that type of support is helping us retain the great teachers we have and recruit amazing educators to join our LISD team. As much as I would like to be able to provide an update that indicates the legislature has passed legislation to fully fund our public schools, that has not happened. Our district continues to advocate for our students and staff, and we recently took a group of LISD Teachers of the Year to meet with our elected officials and talk about how to best support public education. As you saw in my newsletter last month, the basic allotment for public education has not been adjusted since 2019 to address inflationary costs that school districts are facing. A critical need that school districts have is related to funding for safety and security. Did you know LISD only receives $10 per student to keep our schools safe and secure? That is about $500,000 to fund things like our school resource officers, safety and security department, make improvements to our security technology, and more. I'm sure you can imagine it takes much, much more to provide the type of safety program our families expect and deserve in LISD. And that doesn't even take into account the bond funds for security projects voters approved in 2017. And while we are on the topic of school safety, I know the recent tragedy in Allen has renewed concerns about school safety. It has also, unfortunately, resulted in a rising number of social media threats against schools in North Texas and across the state. Our law enforcement partners and our safety and security team investigate every single threat. And I'm asking that you help us by reinforcing a couple of things with your students. First, making any type of threatening statement in person or online can have serious legal consequences. Second, if they learn of a threat, it is important that they report the threat and not spread rumors online or among friends. I appreciate so much your help in talking to your students about this important issue. Finally, in this month's newsletter, you will find resources from our latest One Vision Task Force meeting, a group of LISD stakeholders tasked with planning and preparing for a potential bond referendum. There are important conversations taking place about the future of our district during these meetings, and I encourage you to subscribe for updates related to bond planning on our website. The last few weeks of school are always busy, and I have really enjoyed seeing so many students, families, and staff members at all the events and activities I've been able to attend. It just reinforces what I already know. There is no better place than LISD. I am so grateful for the families we serve and for the chance to partner with you in the education of our students. Thank you for choosing LISD.